Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The handoff. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
receivers inside. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They go play action with Manning. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Got it behind the line. It's Bishop. Getting behind those pads and behind the stiff arm to get it out to the 27. 3rd and long right here. Got it, looking for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On the move. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The run to the left. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Berry. Enough to move the chains. Turns it on in midfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
Love the effort. Tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. To the air, it's Lacy. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw again. Rolls right.
Oh, that might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot, maybe throw the football down the field. But woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Back to pass on second down. Rush is on. He gets away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. One final play before the end of the quarter. On the draw, it's Berry. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Number 8 set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Slips through the line. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On the ground, it's Henderson. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Here comes the heat. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune. Got room on the return. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Shakes off the defender. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. LSU quick to the line. The run inside. It's Berry. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Going with the ground game left. Swamped immediately.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Changing the routes with his receiver. Third down from the gun, Manning. Left side is Hudson. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll try to do it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Barney. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Quarterback changing the play. Manning from the gun on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorn. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, it's Henderson.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You know, I know it feels as a QB, you throw a couple picks early, you start pressing, trying to get your team back into it because you're losing, but you got to be careful with the decision-making. That time, you're taking a shot deep down the field. The guy's not open. You're lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Look out! And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Manning with the play fake. Throws it deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They want to run it left here. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's third down here late in the half. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
95-96 sprint. 95-96 sprint. Booster. Ready, go.
Arch Madness. Still looking to his right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
They booted away on 4th down. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 6 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Fighting Irish who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Looking to throw, it's Levin.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it. Got a little space. It's a seam wide open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. LSU right back to the line. Bush is ahead. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Turning it on! He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On the run, it's Smothers. Finding some room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Play action. Here's Manning. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
On the run, it's Henderson. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Quarterback keeps it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Got to make the play on 4th. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. A quick pass to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen, so that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Payne. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So a drive there of 85 yards. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sets his feet, it's Levin. Fighting for it, it's Harris. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the ground. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Arch is going to throw for it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready. Bubba. Go.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Right down the middle. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Manning to the air again. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. In the backfield, it's Bishop. Turning it on! The 40! The 20! Still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they line up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Plows through the defense. He's got enough. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running to the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points. And running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Left is Terry. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To the air, it's Lacy. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Terry. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory, and a chance to save themselves.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Rush right in his face. On target over the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Going to throw it deep. Touchdown, Tigers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
I just love the aggressive nature